Hello everybody, I would like to introduce you to Jana Blackfire, female warrior. This is a Reaper miniature. I believe it may be out of print. I got it a long time ago. This has got a couple firsts in it for me. One of the reasons I did this miniature, I kind of wanted to try white. I had heard that white was very hard to do. Also, this is my first attempt at basing, yeah, which is just the grass is actually for model trains, train set kind of terrain, and the gravel is a hobby round fine basing grit. Just got for like $4. You notice that the base looks a little odd. She is actually just sticky tacked down. She still has her original metal base under there, so she could come off if you want to. It looks a little odd because this is just a little whim that I ended up having, and she's got her own little display case. I'm sure many of you recognize this as the boxes that the Chesic dice come in, is all that is. Excuse me. With her, like I said, I wanted to do white. I heard white was difficult. She was based in, or excuse me, primed in gesso, and I don't know how well it's going to come across on the video, especially with the lights and whatnot, but there is shading on the armor. What I did is, since it was a white primer, I just went over it with a white, and then for the shading I went and did a blue wash, because shadows actually tend to be blue, especially when they're on white. They're not really black, and something like most black washes come out very harsh. And then I would go over with white, and I did another blue wash and white, and then some more white. Finally, I finished with a dry brush of, which is kind of why it's got the shininess to it. A dry brushing of metallic medium. See if we can get it to focus. Oh, focus just fine in my hand. It's a metallic medium. There we go. They're just dry brushed on. It has no color of its own. The color schemes are because green is my wife's favorite color, and I originally bought this mini for her when I was getting into D&D the first time. The hair was done primarily in washes with some dry brush, several different washes, different layers. The cloak is just green with a wash over it and a little bit of attempts at blending. The sword right now is just bare metal. This mini, from showing it off at people and stuff while I was working on it and just being clumsy myself, got dropped a few times. I had tried to do a non-metallic metal kind of power sword look, and it really did not turn out great. And then I ended up dropping mini. It bent the sword, and the gesso kind of separated from the metal, so I just flaked that off and left it as metallic. Red is on the color wheels a contrast to green, and white pretty much complements and works with everything. The face, skin's something I'm still trying to figure out. Eyes, of course, didn't turn out great. But I kind of like the basing, my first attempts at doing a basing, and really with its little display case and sitting on my bookshelf, it looks pretty good. There's a couple spots that there's a spot on the cloak over here that I've touched up several times. It just got chipped a little bit, and some of the primer came off, and there's a couple of those. So I mean, it's not the greatest mini, but I did learn a lot from it. so it was at least very fun to do. I do tend to find the Reaper Minis, they have some pretty good poses with them, so they're fun to do. But there's a couple ideas for you. I mean, you can always use just odd things for basing. For me, this was a pleasure mini, which is a term I recently grabbed from another YouTuber. I can't remember his name right now. Painting with Trash, maybe. I'll see if I can find it and put it in the show notes. But I just kind of wanted to give a quick little show off. The back of the shield there was just based brown and then washed. So there's nothing real fancy. There's no real blending attempts going on here, other than just trying to give the shading to the armor, because I didn't want it to lose all its detail, which it might be losing some. Actually, that's quite a bit better. We're going to get rid of some of the white. It does seem to lose some on the video, but it still stays fairly well detailed, which is what I was going for. So, and it may not be showing up on the video too well, but the dry brush with that metallic looks really good, because it lets it be the color that it is and gives it a metallic sheen. So that was again another thing that I just was playing around with. So, alright, hope you like it. Thanks.